Hello everyone, and welcome, people of the internet, once again to Tyme's Tactics. I'm not dead! Woo! Actually, I've been waiting on some equipment. Good news, I don't sound like I am shouting down a long hallway because of a piece of crap webcam mic. Now got myself something significantly better, gamer cam. Well, you know, headset type scenario. Got some editing equipment. I should probably sound pretty good. And I was thinking, what should I do? Well, got a couple ideas going, but the first thing I thought, maybe I'd actually mix it up and actually bring in a player for some two-player co-op stuff. Now, first of all, I want you all to say hello to this friendly neighborhood douchebag, Ouroboros.
To the Leo strut, to the Leo strut.
Yes, I'm sure everyone will get that reference. Bottom line here, folks, is I'm not really sure what to call this. I just kind of use Tyme's Tactics as an opening, but this isn't exactly a Tyme's Tactics thing because a lot of people have beaten this, and this is a really old, fairly old game, I suppose, by the information age standards. I was thinking of calling it Timeless Tactics, because that was kind of a funny pun, but I'm actually playing, so that would be inaccurate. I was thinking of Time's Tacticless, but that's less funny, and we are actually going to try and win. So, right now, the standing thing for this is, to hell with it, it's another Let's Play. If anyone's got better ideas, feel free to leave it in the comments section. Or, you know, don't, because if you don't like this, quite frankly, you can all fuck off for all I care. You know what? Actually, I take it back. No, please, stay. Watch the whole thing. Like, subscribe. God damn it, I need views. Please. I'm like one step away from being the online version of the goddamn bum.
In weeks.
Yeah, I'm hungry. And I need your support so that, you know, the big nasty suit people at YouTube will pay me. God, I hope they'll do that. Oh,
Now
God,
stop being
pathetic.
official, let's play.
Yeah, okay, that's a good point. Okay, let me just sweep myself dignity and my tears into the dustpan. Put it off to the side. Good, I'm good. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Here's what we're gonna do. Basically, we're just gonna run down on veteran difficulty all of the co-op missions and try and star 69 this bitch all over again. Both of us have already done it, but we're gonna do it again for you guys.
Twice, might I add.
Yeah, thank you. If you can ignore us and focus on that, I'll try and throw out a couple of basic tactics that you can employ, and we'll try and run with those tactics. So it's kind of like a Time's Tactics, but I also appreciate this thing came out the end of 2009. So, you know, for the 14 people that might still actually play the co-op's variation of Modern Warfare 2, this might actually be useful in that faculty. For the rest of you, it's two idiots that are trying to beat veteran while casually playing, so enjoy the clusterfuck. Here we go. The pit.
Class A clusterfuck.
Class A. Nothing but class.
Class AAA. Nothing but class.
And I think it is important for us to establish, because we have said this before, we are of the mind that this is an alternate reality where the Weapon X project officially worked. Because apparently we're a part of Canadian Special Forces, and we apparently all have Wolverine's healing factor. Because that's the only way we can explain...
I'm Deadpool.
Yeah, and you're probably Deadpool. And there were a lot more people in the project, because that's really the only way I can explain how many bullets smack us dead center in the face and we're still not dead. I've got no other good explanation for that. Okay, folks, when you're doing the pit, you know, lots of people can do this without any real problem. The only thing that they actually have an issue with is getting the 3 stars. The only conditions that you have to worry about here are if you hit one civilian, I mean one, you're you're automatically down to 2 stars. The second thing is that you have to hit every single enemy, and you have to get it in under 35 seconds. This can be tricky for somebody who's not familiar with FPSs on single player. When you have 2 people, it's really freaking easy, because all you really have to do, well, first of all, I'd recommend for just about all of these having an open chat. For some reason, Infinity Ward in their infinite wisdom had a game chat for multiplayer, but the one thing they really needed it for, co-op, you know, where communication with your partner is kind of a life or death situation. No, you have to have Steam chat. You figure that one out. Either way, if you have it open,
figured it out. Give me a
and
trophy.
if you have a thing in tandem with your partner, you basically have an infinitely better chance of surviving. That's pretty much the bottom line here. Okay? Now, if
unless you
do,
have me as your partner, because then you're gonna fail over and over and over again.
I already told you I'm probably not putting that footage in, so you know you can just sit on it. All you really have to do is, the best thing to do is to use pistols for this. Measure your shots, because the thing is that when you're not shooting at people moving on next stages, you should be running and sprinting, because you move faster with your pistols, or those smaller miniguns, assault rifles, or anything bigger, you're a little bit slower. The second thing to do is basically divide the course in half. One guy should take everything from the center to left, one guy should take everything from the center to right, which is what I'm going to do. As long as you do that, we're probably going to make it with about 7-10 seconds to spare. Ready, dude?
I'll mind the
Alright, I'll 3 count us off. Let's do this,
I tend to
bitch.
go in first.
3, 2, 1, go. Always let one person go ahead of you for the knife and kill each other. There you go. 29 seconds. And I'm sure if anyone's watching that plays this normally, they're infuriated by how horribly we just did. You can second. Next operation. Sniper 5, or as I like to call it, officially declaring war on Russia with Predator missiles. Hellfire missiles, Predator drones.
Predator missiles.
Now, we already have it selected, but for virtually every single mission except the the first snowmobile race and the one we just did, you have to select your difficulty, and you have to make sure that both of you have selected a given difficulty. Because let's say I had selected Veteran and Ouroboros had selected Hardened, the most we could get as a reward is 2 stars. So you both have to select. Yeah, bingo. See? Different difficulties selected.
Like that.
Max reward is 2 stars. So if you want to get the 3 stars, both of you have to go in on Veteran. Something to keep in mind if you try this.
If you're crazy enough to try this, that is.
Yes. Well, you know, something like 2 Americans trying to basically single-handedly wipe out a Russian base.
2 American British men.
Oh yeah, yeah. I keep forgetting how insanely British our task force is. Go forward and take them all out for America.
That was probably the worst British accent I have ever heard in my life.
Well, it depends on what
Single
kind.
worst. I give you kudos for that one, my friend.
That hurts. But you know, to be perfectly fair, at least I know enough about their people that there is not one British accent. It's like, oh, you mean like Cockney? Cockney is one part of London. There's an accent for Sussex. There's an accent for Essex. There's an accent for virtually every major town. Yeah, it's like, hello there, sir. Would you like to have a bit of tea and crumpets? That's the Queen's English accent. You might find that in Sussex. Then you have the one that Aussie and some of the guys in Motorhead talk. It's a bit of a Birmingham accent. Alright, these are terrible, but at least I know that it's diversified. Okay, moving on. First wave, you do not actually do predator drones, so the best thing to do is to have one guy deal with close things, one guy focus on long range, which should be the guy that's your best sniper. I'm not going to say I'm the best sniper between the two of us, but, well. You might notice that he fired 4 times to take out one guy.
Back. 5 more. 4 left.
Now where are you? Okay. Somebody's going up to the heavy.
This game is probably halfway across the map.
I'm down. I need a ride over here. 3 remaining.
Hit Charlie out, Mike.
Yeah.
Okay, it's coming up.
This is another thing that always makes 2-player much easier than single-player mode. Hello, buddy. Frag out. That doesn't kill you, but okay. I suppose if you've never played this before, this is just to people that have never played 2-player co-op. I doubt you don't know about this, but as opposed to the brutally unfair single-player where if you are in-capped even once, it's an instant game over. In 2-player mode, if one person is in-capped, they go into last stand mode, they can kill some people, and even then, when they get in-capped from that, they have a bleed-out period that the other person can revive them from. That makes the entire thing. Okay. I'm assuming you guys know how the Predator drone works. We might play this in another thing where I'll do it again if you don't. But I'll give you the show.
Progress, keep it up. Good hit. Looks like at least 3 kills.
See that little guy right there? That guy's going to be firing armor-piercing hellfires. Basically on these poor people's heads while I'm taking occasional parrot shots. Meanwhile, he's going to basically stay the hell away from everybody and do that.
4 more.
That's the reason why this stuff is an alpha machine, because when the second wave on, it gives you basically an unlimited kill streak reward as a viable reward. Yeah, I mean a viable option for dealing with enemies.
Missile is online.
In the multiplayer, you have to kill 5 enemies, and you get one of these. You get to use one of about every 10 seconds. This. So it's not really so much a matter of are you going to win, but how fast it's going to be.
AGM missile is online. Hold it away. Don't stop. Direct hit.
That one gave me a bit of warning.
Halfway there.
That was just beautiful, Mike.
I'll cover the car for you.
AGM missile is online.
Actually hit that. Okay. Right on.
They're down.
And for the record, people, yeah, this is where people really start laughing and noticing the difference between this and say like Battlefield. Yeah, he's hammering that carport with something that would take out anything short of an Abrams. Actually, this might take out an Abrams if you hit it the right way and it missed its ablative code.
AGM missile is online. I repeat, AGM missile is online.
And yet, he's hitting a carport that probably could not take a well-placed pipe bomb, and
AGM
nothing.
missile is online.
That's just Russian engineering for you, mate.
Yeah,
Good hit.
we have a
Looks like
theory
at least
that
3
they
kills.
put a crap ton of a combination of titanium and niobium into the construction, but it could just be really crappy coding.
Halfway through.
Wait till you see when we're using an AC-130. That's when it really gets gloriously stupid. Yeah,
Say goodbye to all the guys in the carport.
Squad more. They're done.
Yeah. Yeah, thank God they had that wreckage that turned into instantaneous shrapnel at Mach 1 if it had been near a Hellfire missile to protect them. Yuck.
AGM missile is online.
Why don't you give that guy air... Hold on. Don't shoot just yet. I want to watch this guy in the barrel blow the smithereens. Hold on, maybe find him. Okay. Hold on. Need to look for him. Alright, get him.
By the dumpster.
Yep. Go for it. Goodbye. Ooh, that was... I saw that in the scope. Oh, that was glorious.
Arming AGMs, stand by. Arming AGMs, stand by. AGM missiles
That's one thing you
online.
gotta give Insanity Award.
Predator missiles.
Yeah, bye, Jeep.
All the way, done shot. Multiple confirmed kills. Nice
By
one.
the way, the Jeep that you
Halfway there.
missed, all dead. I just shot everybody in, more or less in the head.
I wasn't aiming.
Arming AGMs,
Oh no, I know.
stand
I was
by.
just like, oh, I bet they think they're
AGM
safe
missile is
because he
online.
didn't aim at them. He was aiming at troops. Nope. Or if you're Team Fortress 2. Nope. Hold on. Oh, we got somebody on the helipad. Hold on.
Got AVI.
A little bit less, keep going. He's down.
Anybody planning on starting World War III? I really hope you're taking notes.
4 remaining. AGM missiles
You know,
online.
starting World War III is a common recreational activity.
Yeah.
You got two
One more.
It's kind of like
Looks
doing the
at least 3
dinosaur or
kills.
the Leo strut. Everybody's doing it. Oh god.
Oh god, you really need them.
Not the best.
Boy, that's one way to do it. Nice.
You got that?
Yeah, I caught you
Dude, that was fucking glorious. Don't
dive
even
bombing in last stand mode onto the last guy. That was beautiful. And that's why I chose to play with this guy, ladies and gentlemen. Expect more of the same in the clusterfuck that is to follow. Until then, time out.